Welcome back. In this video, we are going to do some practice for Roman numeral analysis of some seventh chords. So let's take a look at our in-class sheet. Okay. So in this first example, it says analyze root position seventh chords with Roman numeral numbers. Okay, so this is going to be pretty simple. So the first thing we want to note is our key signature. We are in the key of B flat major. Okay, so we want to identify the roots here, okay? So these are all root positions. I'm just going to write the roots. We have a B flat here, then we have an E flat, then we have a D, and then we have an F. Next, I'm going to analyze the quality. Okay, what kind of triad do we have? B flat D F spells a major triad. B flat to A spells a major 7. That makes this a B flat major 7 chord. Next, we have E flat G, B flat spells a major triad. E flat to D spells a major 7. So that means that this is also a major 7 chord, E flat major 7. Next, D F A spells a minor triad, and then D to C spells a minor 7th. So this becomes a D minor 7 chord. And finally, FAC spells a major triad. F to E flat spells a minor 7th, which makes this just an F7 chord. Next, I'm going to translate that into Roman numerals. So B flat is the first scale degree in the key of B flat, so I'm just going to write capital Roman numeral 1, superscript major 7. The next one, we have E flat major 7. E flat is the fourth scale degree in the key of B flat, so I'm going to write capital Roman numeral 4, superscript major 7. In the next example, D is the third scale degree in the key of B flat. It's a minor 7, so I'm going to do lowercase Roman numeral 3, 7. I don't need to write minor because I used the lowercase Roman numeral to indicate that. And lastly, we have F. F in the key of B flat is the fifth scale degree. This is major minor or dominant 7, so I'm just going to write capital Roman numeral 5, 7. Let's go on. So now I'm in the key of D major. I'm going to follow my same steps. I'm going to notate the roots first. C sharp, B, G, E. And now I'm going to analyze my seventh chords. C sharp, E, G spells a diminished triad. C sharp to B is a minor 7th. So this means we have a half diminished 7th, or a minor 7 flat 5. The next one is B, D, F sharp, which is minor, a minor triad. B to A is a minor 7th. Therefore, we have a B minor 7 chord. Next, we have G, B, D, which is a major triad, and G to F sharp, which is a major 7th, which means we have a G major 7 chord. And finally, we have E, G, B, which is a minor triad, and E to D, which is a minor 7th, which means we have an E minor 7 chord. And all I have to do is translate this now into Roman numerals. C sharp is the 7th scale degree of D major, so this will be lowercase 7, Roman numeral 7, and it's half diminished 7. Next, B is the 6th scale degree of D. It's minor, so lowercase Roman numeral 6, and just plain old 7, since the Roman numeral being lowercase signifies the minor. Next, G is the 4th scale degree in the key of D, so I'll just have a major 7 here next to the major 4. And then finally, E is the second scale degree. It's minor, so I'll use a lowercase 2/7. Okay. In the next example, we reverse roles. Now we are notating the 7th chords. Write each 7th chord in root position with the correct quality. The first one has been done for us, so let's take a look at the second one here. F sharp 7. F sharp is the root, so I'm just going to write an F sharp. I'm going to go ahead and add my other notes for the 7th chord. And then I'm going to have to make it a major triad with a minor 7th, since it's an F sharp 7. To make this major, that means we're going to have to add, this is in treble clef, an A sharp and a C sharp. Okay, that gives us our F sharp 7 chord. Next, looking at the E diminished 7. E is my root, so I'll go ahead and notate my full 7th chord, and then I need it to be fully diminished, and after doing analysis, you'll find out that you need a B flat and a D flat, so that you have a diminished triad and a diminished 7th. Next, A half diminished 7. Again, I'll just notate my 7th chord. To make this half diminished, I need an E flat, so that I have a diminished triad and a minor 7th. Next, G sharp fully diminished 7. I have a G sharp. And to make this fully diminished, I don't need to add anything else. And finally, a B flat 7. I'll need to add an A flat so that I have a minor 7th and not a major 7th. I realize that I'm going relatively quickly in terms of analyzing the qualities of these 7th chords. But that's because we've already gone over in previous videos in great detail how to do this. So I don't want to walk through every one of those steps every single time. All right, in the next part, we're dealing with analyzing 7th chords in inversions with Roman numerals. So how do we do this? Well, we need to determine the root. The root here is F sharp. And then we determine the quality. To do this, it's easiest to put it in root position. Go ahead and take the key signature and apply these sharps to the appropriate notes. We analyze the triad. In this case, F sharp AC spells a diminished triad. F sharp to E spells a minor 7th, which means this is a half diminished 7 chord. F sharp is what scale degree in the key of E? Well, that's scale degree number 2. So I'm going to write lowercase 2, it's half diminished. And then before I write the 7, I need to look to see if it's inverted, and it is. And if I look at the shape, well, this is a 6/5. First inversion, 7th chord. If you need to review how to determine 7th chord inversions quickly, I have a video that focuses just on that. So feel free to check that out in the same playlist. Let's take a look at the next example here. This is obviously in root position. The root here is C sharp. I can go ahead and analyze this. C sharp, E sharp, G sharp is a major triad. And C sharp to B is a minor 7th. So this is just a C sharp 7. C sharp in the key of F sharp is the 5th scale degree. So this will be just a 5/7 chord. Moving right along, this is still bass clef. Root is C. This is the first note that changes. If I put this in root position and add my flats, B flat and E flat, I'll see that I have a minor triad and I have a minor seventh, which means this is a C minor 7th chord. C is the second scale degree in the key of B flat major. Therefore, I'll put a lowercase 2. I know that this is inverted. I can see that it is in the first inversion 6-5. So all I'll write is minor 2 6-5. Okay. Next, find the root again, which in this case is B. Line, 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 space. I put this in root position. I add in my sharps. Okay, which in this case I have a B, a D sharp, and an F sharp. If I analyze this, I'll see that I have a major triad and a minor 7th, which means this is just a B7 chord. B in the key of E is the 5th scale degree. Okay. And then it is again in first inversion, so I'm just writing 5-6-5, 5-6-5. Notice I didn't write major because it's not a major 7th chord, it's a dominant 7th chord, otherwise known as a major minor 7th chord. So I'm just going to write 6-5. Next, the root is E flat, since line, line, space. If I put this in root position, E flat, G, B flat, D flat, and I'll go ahead and add my flat so I don't forget. And do my analysis, I'll find out that this is just an E flat 7. E flat in the key of A flat, it's the 5th scale degree. And this is the 4-3 inversion. I can see that because the second is right here. And that's all I'll write since it's a dominant 7th chord. And lastly, C sharp is the root of the chord. If I transpose this into root position and add in my sharps and flats, don't forget the B flat from the key signature, then I'll see that I have a fully diminished C sharp 7th chord. C sharp in the key of D is the 7th scale degree, so I'm going to write lowercase Roman numeral 7, fully diminished 6-5 since it's in first inversion. Okay. All right, so we've done most of this already now. Let's take a look down here. In this case, we're going to write in the key signature, then the 7th chord, and then the inversion. Okay, so key signature, D flat major, and let's see, we are in treble clef. So we have a B flat, E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat. 5 flats in the key of D flat major. It's a 2 chord, so I'm going to start from E flat, just like this. It needs to be a minor 2, 7. And it just so happens that means I don't have to add any accidentals. And then I'm just going to invert it into the 6-5 inversion. To do this, I'm just going to start on the 3rd of the chord and move my root to the top. Let's do one more of these. A major, treble clef, that's 3 sharps, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. A 1, 7. Okay, now this is important to note because this is going to have an accidental. Since it's a 1, 7 and not a 1 major 7, we need a G natural so that we have a minor 7th between the root and 7th, the A and the G. And then we're going to just simply invert this. Notice this is in 3rd inversion, which means the 7th is in the bass position. So now we have a G natural, A, C sharp, E. All right. So I hope this video was helpful. We covered a lot of material. In the next video, we're going to talk about 4-part writing: soprano, alto, tenor, bass voices, and how to properly voice for them. I'll see you in the next video.